I want to kind of thank the media for coming out today. We really appreciate you, and I want to welcome you to our facility. Today we're going to talk about our solutions program that we're using now, and also we have some key speakers that I want to also introduce. You have Judge Green, Municipal Court Judge, Dr. Salim, professor from Capital University, and Keiston Palmore, who is the reentry coordinator for the Franklin County Reentry Coalition. And I'll turn it over to Judge Green and let him get started.
Thank you, Brian. I'm pretty excited about some of the initiatives that Brian's instituting here at the Touch program. I have been involved with Brian probably close to the inception of the program, going back to '08, I think it's been. Just trying to have a partnership with his program and with the courts, looking at ways that we can assist him in terms of the services that he's providing. At the municipal court, as a lot of people are unaware, it is the court that most people come into contact with in our justice system. We handle a variety of misdemeanors, traffic and criminal cases, a lot of civil cases. We're involved with reviewing search warrants on the felony cases. So the court's jurisdiction is pretty widespread. And we see a lot of folks that are coming back again and again on various types of criminal misdemeanors. So it's become important to myself and my colleagues to look at ways other than just incarceration or just being punitive to try to address this issue of dealing with repeat offenders. And to that end, we as a court, we've established a number of specialty dockets, what we call specialty dockets, to try to address some of the issues that are bringing people back into court again and again. For example, we've recognized that our veterans, both long-term veterans and some of those that are fairly recently and currently returning from the Middle East and the conflict area there, are facing a unique set of problems that are bringing them into the justice system. And so we've created a veterans court to try to provide services specifically for them. In addition to that, we've also developed a drug court to try to address those sorts of issues. We've developed a mental health court because we're finding that a lot of the individuals coming before the courts today are suffering from various either diagnosed or undiagnosed mental illnesses, one form or another. And so we've created some specialty resources to try to address some of those issues. And then probably most recently, we've developed what is called a CATCH court. CATCH being an acronym for Changing Attitudes to Change Habits. And that docket is presided over by one of my colleagues, Judge Paul Herbert. And it's dealing with habitual prostitutes, many of whom we're finding are victims of human trafficking. And so Judge Herbert has been doing a phenomenal job trying to address some of the issues there. But at the end of the day, our concern becomes not having people re-enter the system once they've come through the first time. And so if we can provide treatment services, counseling services, or other alternatives to incarceration, I think it benefits society as a whole. And so Touch is just one other program that I'd like to have the court continue to partner with to try to address some of these issues. So I'm pretty excited about what's going on here. And just a partnership with Capital and Dr. Salim and Ms. Palmore, I think we can accomplish a great deal as we partner and put together various resources as opposed to everyone operating in a vacuum, as is so often the case. So I'm pretty excited and looking forward to what's coming down the pike.
Thank you. And next we'll have Keiston Palmore, reentry coordinator for the Franklin County Reentry Coalition.
Thanks, Brian. I guess one of the things that we need to talk about is, what is the coalition doing to address the issue of recidivism? The Franklin County Reentry Coalition is working to create safe and successful opportunities for reintegration by supporting and partnering with community organizations such as Brian's organization, Touch, that have developed evidence-based as well as innovative initiatives that improve the probabilities that ex-offenders returning to our communities become and remain productive and law-abiding citizens. We work diligently to improve the ability of the community providers such as Touch, as I said, to serve neighborhoods and communities that have a disproportionate number of residents under criminal justice supervision, to receive funding to assist offenders returning home from incarceration. And our focus is enhancing public safety, reducing recidivism, changing lives, improving the economy of Franklin County by investing in proven crime prevention and early intervention programs, and utilizing best practices and evidence-based programming that effectively and efficiently respond to the needs of the offenders returning to Franklin County. One of the things that we did to that end is we partnered with Touch in 2011 to 2012, is that correct? To do a mentoring and transitional employment program, and we had an excellent return on our investment. We had an 8% recidivism rate out of 71 individuals that came into our program, only 6 returned in that year. So we are looking to do more partnering with programs such as Touch to achieve that end. Currently, when you look at the state, our current recidivism rate for the state is 28.7%. And in fiscal year 2011, the rate of recidivism in 3 years after release for Franklin County from the prison system was 35.6. But when you look at the county jail system, we have a lot of work to do. When you're looking at the docket, in 2012, there were 32,046 individuals who entered the jail. Of those 32,046, 25,302 entered the jail more than once. So that gives us a recidivism rate of nearly 78.9%. So we need more programs such as the Touch program to make sure that we are touching the lives, changing the lives, and making better decisions and helping people move from a cycle of recidivism to staying and reintegrating successfully and safely into the communities.
Thank you so much, Casey. And next we'll have Dr. Salim, professor from Capital University.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. I'm glad to be here with everyone at this distinguished gathering. As you will know, Capital University's social program has an affiliation agreement with Metropolitan Community Services, Touch. The agency provides a high-quality field experience to students in the program. It seems the university-agency partnership has been a successful model to build community service plan, and also Capital has been very supportive of MCS Touch program that it offers to both clients and the community. Regarding the study that I'm involved and I'm interested, I want to give a brief introduction. Academia has played a big role in exploring a theoretical framework underlying the assumption that there is a direct correlation or relationship between recidivism rate and public funding support, that is to say, cost-benefit analysis concept. So, having said that, there's a greater need than ever before to conduct a study on reducing recidivism in the state of Ohio in particular, despite shrinking public funding in the current economic climate. So it is my hope that the study will provide more information and also increase knowledge as well as public awareness in addressing the problem. I'm also glad to see that with the collaborative effort between academia and the agency will help to solve the problems. The MCS Touch has been doing good work, offering peer-to-peer mentoring and also solutions program that it has implemented that I see good results with the previous study that has been done to support the idea that with joining hands, we will make a big difference. Thank you.
And I guess I'll be the last speaker here. And a little bit about what I want to talk about is what we are doing here to reduce recidivism here at MCS Touch. And, you know, a lot of it is surrounding the peer-to-peer mentoring piece that we have in place here. There's a lot of research out there that is actually showing that to be an effective way to serve this population. In addition to the individualized service format that we use here. That's what we really hang our hat on as helping us reduce recidivism. As you heard Dr. Salim mention, now we are announcing that there's going to be a study done to really see if there is a relationship with the peer-to-peer mentoring piece that we supply and whether or not there's a benefit from public fund comparisons. Now, we truly believe that, you know, with our recidivism rates here at 7.4%, and when you compare them to some of the recidivism rates that Keaston had mentioned, we think that's a phenomenal comparison. But hopefully the study will prove that and demonstrate that as well. Now, with this opportunity, I also want to mention the new Solutions program that we are offering. And what Solutions is, it's a partnership that we have with Cisco Industries. And what has happened is they've provided us the vehicles to actually utilize our peer-to-peer mentoring with individuals that's going to be released within the next 12 months to our communities. What we've seen so far since beginning this in last November is probably some things that we didn't expect to happen on the positive side. And what I mean by that is the actual individual engagement of the folks that we're serving has been very, very, very impressive. As well, the retention rates. With a lot of agencies and with this population, you struggle with that. We are seeing phenomenal increases in those retention rates from the individuals that's going to be released soon to our communities. And that's very, very important. Also, you know, with the definition of recidivism, you know, what we term as recidivism here at MCS Touch is any return to incarceration after a prior incarceration. That can mean locally at the county jail or in a DRC facility or in the Federal Bureau of Prisons. So that's our definition, that's what we go by, that's our standard. Now, what our core component of what we try to offer is a change in thinking. What we notice is the change in thinking causes the changes in behaviors. And that's the evidence-based part that we really, really try to enforce in everything we do around here. Now, with that, and the web conferencing format, we're now offering a more innovative way, method of providing those programs. To be able to do that through web conferencing, we think we're on the cutting edge of technology, using technology to do that. And we're very thankful for our Cisco partners and working with us on that. Now, you know, I can't close without thanking the hard work that my staff put in here. They really work hard. They do the heavy lifting. What I term is where the rubber meets the road. And again, I really appreciate you guys coming out. If Feel free to talk to folks around here, staff, participants, or what have you, and have a tour, yes.
One question, could you talk a little bit about what makes your program unique in terms of your counselors being formerly incarcerated individuals themselves compared to academics or could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, and I think that kind of, and research can almost indicate this, the responsivity principles, where that peer-to-peer piece, those that's actually been through that journey or those struggles, helping others, reaching back and helping others that's going through that process now. So I think that connection that's made with the peer-to-peer piece is what that really is one of the main ingredients that make that happen.